Hey, what's up guys, BenzoFigures here. Strider Hiryu is probably my most favorite video game character of all time, and this character single-handedly kickstarted my customizing action figure journey. I'll be going over how I got from this figure to this. With that being said, let's begin. So, back in the day, I remember seeing Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes in the arcade, and this game was mind-blowing to me. It was the first time I've seen multiple properties crossing over, and I knew and loved Mega Man and Street Fighter and X-Men, but what the hell is a Captain Commando? Who the hell is Jin? Yo, this ninja is cool as hell. And I instantly gravitated towards this character, and Strider and Gambit, and sometimes Spider-Man was my team. Only after playing countless hours of Marvel 2 did it really cement my love for this character. Let me know down below, who was your Marvel vs. Capcom team? When I started to collect Marvel Legends, one of my goals was to have a Marvel vs. Capcom figure collection. The only problem was, there was really no Strider figures. Well, other than the one from 1999 by Toy Biz. But that doesn't really scale with the figures I collect. The only way for me to achieve this was to get into customizing. Hence, my first custom. Before going into my latest Strider update, let's take a quick look from a blast from the past at my very first custom figure, apparently from 2020. Looking back at this, it was, at least it was an attempt, but definitely didn't do Strider any justice in hindsight. Still, not too bad of an attempt for someone who had no idea what I was doing. So this base was from a Fortnite Legendary Series Jonesy figure by Jazzwares. I didn't even try to make another Strider figure for another 4 years. But before I go into how I got from this to that, I do want to talk about another Strider figure that I had acquired a couple years back. I did end up picking up this awesome custom Strider figure online. From what I can tell, the base is from a Ninja Slayer Figma, and the arms are from an archetype Figma base. This design is a combination between the classic Strider and the Strider from 2014 reboot. Incredible work, and many thanks for being my Strider figure in my collection for years. Even though that awesome custom Figma Strider was incredible, I did want to make another Strider figure that was a little bit more accurate to the game. I'm going to apologize ahead of time here. I didn't actually record any footage of me making this figure. I was working on this during the hurricane, and I wanted to save my phone battery for emergencies at the time. I also didn't expect to get a lot of progress done during that time. I was just kinda in the zone. Anyways, this custom was surprisingly not too hard to make. This time around, this head sculpt was not hand sculpted by me. As you can see here, how poorly that went last time around. So this time around, I got this 3D print over by Hottest Fuzz Customs over on Instagram, and since I'm terrible at painting eyes and tiny details, I decided to go for his MVC2 artwork look, where he had no pupils. Looks super intimidating, really cool, and ultimately less work for me to do. The scarf piece I used is from a Fortnite Jonesy from my previous custom. It was originally on that one, but since it worked so well, I decided to just go transfer it over to this custom. The paint I used for the red is Vermilion from Model Color. The extended scarf piece, which is actually really posable, is from that customizer Strider from the Ninja Slayer Figma. This works out pretty well since the peg fits in the back and the scarf is posable, so that's a plus. So for the belt straps around his arms, which goes all the way around but not the lower half, this piece comes from a Marvel Legends Winter Soldier from the Crimson Dynamo Wave. This does hinder the articulation a lot, but I was going for the look. I'll probably retrofit it with something less impeding down the line, but it is what it is. If you have any suggestions on what I should replace these belt straps with, definitely let me know. So the base itself is from a G.I. Joe classified Retro Storm Shadow figure. That's a mouthful. The Retro Storm Shadow is the perfect ninja figure. It already has the bandage wraps around the shins and forearms, so that'll definitely save some time with sculpting. And the sleeveless ninja suit, this is literally a perfect base for a classic Strider. This Strider stands at about 6 3/4 inches at the top of his spiky hair, which is a little too tall admittingly, but at the same time, it would probably only be 6.5 if it wasn't for his hair. That being said, let's go check him out with some other figures. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for sticking around. Definitely got a lot more figures to showcase. Let me know down in the comments, who's your favorite Capcom character?